Hi, all. Today we have a very exciting interview with Korkor on her journey from an untraditional background into software testing. Korkor, how are you today?
Hi, Christian. I'm doing well, thank you. And yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you. So first, can you give us a little background on yourself, your role, and how long you've been in software testing?
Thank you, Christian, for the question. My name is Korkor Mensah, and I work as the Quality Assurance Manager for eProcess International, which is a subsidiary of the EcoBank Group, supporting over 33 African countries. I lead a team of five talented quality assurance specialists who oversee the full software testing process from planning to execution and post release evaluation. I've been working in software testing for almost 7 years now, starting with no formal computer science background and only a strong desire to learn, adapt, and succeed in the industry. With time, I've progressed from hands-on testing to leadership position, where I can now focus not just on software quality or the product quality, but also building capable teams, refining processes, and influencing quality culture across the overall organization.
That's great. So you now have a really strong base in software testing, and you're actually a leader in software testing. So what initially got you into software testing from a different background?
Yes, so first of all, I did not start off with a computer science degree. I studied humanities at the university. My decision to pursue a career in software testing, it began from both curiosity and an opportunity to work in the software testing team. Because previously, I was working in roles that required analyzing processes and documentation. But I quickly found I had a talent for finding discrepancies and asking the what if questions that people tend to overlook. When opportunity came for me to join the quality assurance team, I saw it as an ideal fit. I saw it as a role that required problem solving, attention to detail, um, teamwork, and most importantly, the ability to collaborate with other team members in the organization. So I went on to invest in learning, followed up with my earning of my ISTQB Foundation certification, which has led to a very interesting career and a fulfilling one as well.
So you mentioned that you had these skills and you were given an opportunity to get into software testing. What were some of the hurdles that you faced into getting into software testing? Like, what were the challenges getting to where you are now?
Yes, so previously I mentioned that I do not have a computer science background, right? So finding myself in an IT field, one of the most difficult challenges was establishing credibility. I realized I had to work twice as hard to demonstrate that I possess the necessary technical abilities and understanding of the industry so that I could contribute effectively on projects. Another issue was I had to quickly master the necessary tools and frameworks in software testing because without the traditional computer science expertise, I had to be deliberate about upskilling. I had to pursue certifications. Even before I wrote my ICQB foundation certification, I had to I had to study on EDX, that's an online educational platform to understand the concept of software testing. So I leverage on self-learning, and also I followed mentors and senior colleagues on social media like LinkedIn. Finally, there was also this mental challenge of getting over that imposter syndrome feeling. Everyone in IT, one way or the other in their career, have to deal with imposter syndrome feeling, and I wasn't new to that. It took some time for me to learn that my different background, was not a hardship, but rather a unique perspective that helped me become a more effective tester.
That's great. And I feel like a lot of people will really be happy to hear that your unique background actually helped you in software testing rather than taking away from it with a lot of people wanting to get into software testing now. So
Yes.
you mentioned establishing credibility and you mentioned getting your software certification through ISTQB. So why did you want to get an ISTQB certification and like how did you hear about ISTQB?
Okay, so as I already mentioned, I didn't have an IT degree, and I knew that for me to feel confident in this IT role, this because software testing is all about technology, testing applications and software. I had to choose the ISTQB certification to formalize my learning because I had opportunity to learn on the job. So I needed the certification to formalize my learning and align my skills with an international recognized standard. And we all know that ISTQB is the gold standard when it comes to software testing. Um, I knew about ISTQB certification because I was doing the job as a software tester. But for me to, I had to actually search and decide on the body that the testing body that I wanted to write my ISTQB certification. So I found the American Software Testing Qualification Board and I went on to register. So I knew that acquiring that certification will not only boost my reputation, but it will also offer me that thorough understanding of testing concepts, understanding the methodology, and then the technology in the industry, the terminology in the industry. I also knew that it was also important for me to speak the same language as as other professionals that I'll be working on projects with, like the developers and business analysts, in order to allow me to collaborate more effectively on projects.
Yeah, and that's great. And a lot of people talk about getting ISTQB certified to, like you said, formalize their training. And so you kind of mentioned it being able to speak the same language as other people on your team. But so how did an ISTQB certification from ASTQB help you in your career so far?
Getting my ISTQB certification through ASTQB has helped me in three key ways. First of all, it has boosted my credibility both within my current organization where I work and in the wider QA community, right? Because ISTQB is the official US board, my certification is internationally recognized and appears on their official directory on the ASTQB website, which adds more professional visibility to my career. Secondly, it gave me a strong and structured foundation in testing principles, which I could immediately apply on real project at work. That meant I wasn't only testing, but I was doing it more consistently and industry appropriate. Finally, for the ISTQB, it prepared me for job advancement, being listed on the American Software Testing Qualification Board's directories and having a recognized credential has opened doors to wider speaking opportunities. I recently came back from London. I was a speaker at the National Software Testing conference, and I actually the organizers reached out to me on LinkedIn. I did not know them from anywhere, but my ISTQB certification from ASTQB, it is on my LinkedIn profile. So when people or organizers are looking for people, they look out for credibility. And the certification gave me that credibility that opened the door for speaking opportunities. And through that, I've also had professional networks that I would not have had access to without my ISTQB certification.
Yeah, that networking and that recognition, that credibility to get you to be able to speak at a conference is obviously a really great reason to get ISTQB certified. So, would you recommend others to get ISTQB certified through ASTQB?
Of course, definitely. I highly recommend ISTQB certification through ASTQB because it's a globally recognized qualification that establishes a solid foundation in the testing principles, the techniques, and best practice that is practiced in the wider industry. For anyone serious about pursuing a career in software testing, whether they are just starting out or looking to formalize their skills, it gives you that credibility and also opens doors globally, especially if you have a profile on LinkedIn. And also through ISTQB, you also have the benefit of getting that clear guidance, structured learning, and access to resources like the micro credentials that will prepare you thoroughly for the exam and will allow you to apply the concept in real world projects. For me personally, getting my ISTQB certification through the ASTQB, I had an interest in ASTQB because when you pass the certification, your name gets listed on the official directory of certified software testers in the United States, which acts as proof of your certification. Employers and recruiters can search the list to verify your credentials. You also stand out when applying for jobs, especially in the US market. And this not only validates your skills, but it also gets you listed in multiple official directories out there, which can help you with job opportunities and better career visibility.
That's great. And so, lastly, with your unique background, what advice would you give to people who want to get into software testing but don't really know where to start, like what skills to learn, what to do?
Yes, thank you for that. For me, I would recommend starting small and right away. There's no reason to wait if you want a career in software testing. I always say that software testing is one of the easy entrance into a career in technology. Working in software testing does not necessarily require a computer science degree, which I have proven. All that you need is if you have curiosity, attention to details, and a desire to learn, you will thrive in this industry. Begin by understanding the fundamentals of testing concepts, the types of testing, the methodologies. There are free resources on online platforms like Udemy and LinkedIn Learning. On Udemy, we have the free version and the paid version, and we have lots of resources on LinkedIn Learning as well. Then to develop the theoretical skills, you can start practical skills by evaluating actual websites or applications out there. You can also look for quality assurance groups on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, there is Ministry of Testing in the UK, but Ministry of Testing other groups in other countries which offer network opportunities and mentorship opportunities. And you can also, to finalize, after you've practiced on online resources and practice with websites, you can formalize your learning by getting a certification from ISTQB. And finally, don't allow self-doubt to stop you. Your distinct background may well be your greatest asset in this field.
That's some great advice, and I'm sure a lot of aspiring software testers will be happy to hear that. So, thank you so much for your time, Kokor. Your advice is really valuable for people looking to break in. I'm sure a lot of people will be happy to hear it.
Thank you very much, Christian. Thank you so much for this opportunity for this podcast. It means so much to me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.